Okay. So I use serious games as an approach to define collaborative process for urban planning. I use a co-design approach because I usually use these serious games and I build them with the participants. These games are a way to increase civic participation because we can create spaces where the participants, the citizens and the experts, they can explore the game system. The game system is a model, and this model represents an urban reality, for example. And by establishing game mechanics, we can deliver in an interactive way so the participants can understand and learn about the urban reality and also make decisions. We can do this from the beginning of the process. We can define these mechanisms and these game systems by ourselves as planners, but we can do them with the participants. And this is, from my experience, the best way to do it, because we can bring people to the process, understand what are their priorities, and build ways they can understand the impacts, the results of their decisions. And this way we can create a co-design process, a learning process, and a collaborative process where the results are important, but sometimes it's the whole process of building the games and building the solutions and reaching the solutions that is the most valuable outcome of these kinds of processes. Sometimes we do this as part of an urban planning official process, or sometimes as an exercise to foster learning and to foster interaction. One of the results of this process is the resilience of a community to deal with complex problems. For example, if the community participates in this process, they are prepared to engage and to solve future processes. I use analog games, not digital games, because these analog games we can easily establish these co-design processes because they are easier to adapt and to adjust to the stakeholders and to the participants and the citizens' needs. We can do this in real time, and because they are face-to-face and they demand player agency, people are engaged and are empowered to do the changes in the game and to see the actual results. By being face-to-face and done in practice, people tend to collaborate more because the game only works if the participants want them to work. And this is very important, and we can establish more empathic relationships between the participants and the technicians and the politicians and the planners by generating this kind of process. When we dominate the game design, especially modern board game design, we can do this more easily. If we combine this also with facilitation and mediation techniques that planners need to accomplish and dominate, so we can combine all this with physical models that are very tangible and useful for the users and the technicians to see the results in practice.